Welcome back to Beat Babe Beauty. I have a review for you guys today. I picked up the Morphe Avani Gregg palette and the bronzer, and we're going to check it out today. So stick around because I know that's what you came to see, so we're just going to get right into it. But before we get right into it, I need you to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe if you like this beautiful face and you trust my opinion about makeup and all that jazz. Could you just hit the button, please? So today we're going to review the Morphe Avani Gregg for the Babes palette. It looks like this. I really like the packaging. I got this palette because it said it had water activated liners in it, and those are like all the rage nowadays with all the cool kids. I have a significant stash myself, but the idea that you could have water activated liners in a palette with eyeshadows, I was pretty excited about that. So this is what the colors look like on the inside. Well, let me take my plastic out. Sorry, y'all. Let me be professional, YouTube-ish. Okay, so block the mirror out. This is what the colors look like on the inside. There's a significant amount here. The bottom two rows are supposed to be the graphic liners here. So I'm really excited to try those out and see if they work. Now, here's the tea. I saw on someone's social media platform that theirs didn't actually work. They put water on it and they couldn't get it to actually build up enough consistency to be able to actually use it and have any color payoff. So I'm hoping that it was just their palette and that I don't have an issue with mine. I did also go and check to see if anybody else had an issue with their palette, and I did not see an issue with it. So I'm hoping this works out great for me. I really want to try the water activated liners along with the different colors. So let's get into it. I'm going to use my Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas, and this is the white shade. It's the whitest eye base that I've ever seen or used, and it's kind of thin, so you don't need to use a whole lot to get what you need. I'm just going to kind of dab it on the brush, and then I'm just going to put some on the eyes here, and I'm just going to buff it out. So I'm going to be honest, guys, I have no idea who Avani Gregg is. But when I saw that there was a palette with water activated liners, I was like, I'm going to have it. It's going to be mine. I'm assuming if you're watching this, it's probably because you were interested in the same palette, or maybe you have an idea who she is. And a good YouTuber probably would have did some research, but I just wanted the palette. So I didn't do no research. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be much better. I promise. Okay, now that we look like a reverse raccoon, let's find some color. So looking at this palette, I'm immediately drawn to this orange shade right here. It's called I Cry. I want to do like some orange, some yellow, some green. There's a couple different color greens in here and a couple different oranges. So I want to use those first, and then we're going to play with the liners afterwards. So I'm going to take the shade I Cry, which is this orange in here. Just gonna dip my brush in it. I'm gonna pop it right towards the front of the eye. As far as the color payoff, it's decent. I'm not gonna say it's the best, but it's not necessarily lacking. It's been really hard to top my my blends palette from Blend Bunny. I'm sorry. That is now my all-time favorite palette, but with that being said, it actually is not that bad. I think that has pretty good color payoff. I'm just gonna pack some more of that in, and then there's a little bit of a darker orange in here, and I'm gonna use that next just to kind of have a little bit more of a gradient effect. It's not much different. You might be able to see the difference. It's not much different from the other one. It definitely has a redder undertone, which is not where I want it to go with this look, so we won't pick this any further. Because I ain't want no red, I want it orange. So my bad. But we're definitely gonna put it on this eye, so at least we match. Ay. And I want to kind of tap into this yellow a little bit. It's called Beep Boop Y'all, I was reading the wrong shade names. I'm sorry. Apparently the names are above the pan. So this is called Beep Boop. Go with it. And this is the yellow. I'm just gonna kind of pack this in. Come on, give me some yellow payoff. Let me concentrate a little bit more before I say anything else. I mean, I'm working extra hard to get this yellow to sit put over the crease of my lid. It's kind of putting in overtime. I'm gonna take that reddish orange shade and kind of try to blend the two of these out because you're looking separated. I mean, it's alright. So this shade is called Beep Boop. I don't get that. Maybe because I don't know the influencer. Like the way it, like if you look here, guys, I can't get it to go in the crease at all. No matter how much product I apply, it literally like will not go. Let me try my finger. I mean, that's a little better, but who wants to have to do all that? I'm just being honest. Who wants to have it? It is. Let me just put the yellow on the other eye. I'm having the same dilemma on the other eye, if I'm being honest. So I don't want to focus on it too hard because if I'm being honest, it's enough for me to just want to wash it off and call it quits. But I'm not a quitter. And besides, we got to see how these water liners work. For y'all, I'm gonna finish this up. Even though I'm like real tea, I wouldn't be going out the house looking like this. Let's move into the green shade called Seaweed. Y'all, when I get done applying this, I'm going to give you a close-up so you can see what it looks like. I'm trying to restore some sense of happiness to my life because this look has snatched the happiness right up out of me. Alright, now there's a dark green called Mama's Fave. I think it's dark green. We're gonna find out. Yes, I'm gonna be honest. I've been really hoping for a dark green shade like this. So no, it's like a greenish blue. Yeah, it's here's the thing. I don't like to deter people from buying things because what doesn't work for me may work for you. But then again, I also don't like to spend my coins on something that doesn't work for somebody else. So do what you want with this information, but so far, this ain't it for me. But I'm gonna finish it for y'all. Because you came for a show, and by darn, I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna go with a more of a fluffier brush and kind of try to blend out the edges a little bit. I mean, me. I like a creamy, buttery type eyeshadow. Perhaps that's not the type of eyeshadow you like. But if you do, don't get this. So apparently I wasn't recording into that. If I'm being honest, it's probably a good thing that I wasn't, because I kind of went on a rant. I can tell you that I applied this liner after literally soaking the pan, and the first time I did it, it was completely dry. And then all of a sudden it started to make my eye very irritated. So they still are kind of tingly now, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it's kind of disappointing. It's disappointing when you spend your money on products expecting it to be good and you have hopes and dreams, obviously, of it being amazing, because the concept was there. I was really looking forward to having something that was eyeshadows and water activated liners, but it's got to be one of the most dry palettes I've ever used. The eyeshadows are dry, the water liners are dry. Even after I freaking soaked it, it was still dry. And it's pretty disappointing. If you want my opinion, which is why I think you're here, if you want my opinion, I would say skip out on it. I did, however, get another product from this launch that we will get to in a bit. Let me go ahead and get most of my face done, and we will get into that product. Okay. Before you say anything, I know my foundation is the wrong shade, okay? I was trying out this new Kate Von D foundation. It's got good coverage, really good coverage. But before I had the shade 68 and it was too orange, and now I have the shade 66. There is no 67 and now it's too yellow. So we are going to use a new Avani Gregg Morphe bronzer to warm this up. Now this is a chore because as you can see, we're all over the place. We're looking very like Marlon Wayne's white chicks right now. So this is going to be a chore to get this to blend in with this. Maybe this will redeem itself though, because that palette, no bueno. So it looks like this on the inside. I got shade Bahamas, and it comes with a mirror, which I absolutely love. It's pretty dark, and I'm gonna need it to bring my face back in line with my body. So I'm just gonna take a little fluffy brush, and we're gonna start at the base of the neck and try to bring some color back. I'm bringing color back. What? My face is ashy and I look so whack. What? Just going in on my super pasty white face and trying to redeem this So Wrong shade foundation. Oh, okay, look, we got something. The color payoff is really, really good. I'm going in very lightly right now, guys, because I'm just trying to resuscitate myself so it doesn't look like I stopped breathing. This has got to be one of the most challenging videos I've ever filmed, and I should have just stopped when the eyeshadow was like acting up and wilding out, but because if I don't post this, I ain't going to post. Okay, that's passable. That's like a C-. So now we're going to actually put some more in the cheeks to actually bronze now that we've kind of toned the face down a little bit. My lips look like ashy. I don't even want to look at myself. So yes, now I'm going into the cheeks and I'm going to just kind of buff it into where you actually are supposed to wear bronzer. Yo, this is a show, huh? I am putting on a show. Maybe I just finished this without looking in the camera. As far as the coverage though for this foundation is dope. So let's talk about the bronzer. I actually do like the bronzer. It's really pigmented. It saved my life today because I was super pasty. It is pretty good. I like the bronzer. So keep toss. Oh wait, buy, don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my face, and we're gonna probably add some color under the eyes, some lashes, all the pajamas, and I'll be back. All right, so I do want to take some of the yellow shade, the Bee Boop. I'm gonna take the Bee Boop and I'm gonna put it in the corner of the eye. Maybe. Odd. And then underneath the eye, I'm gonna go back in with this lighter green shade and just kind of shade the bottom. I want to make sure I give this palette a fair assessment, so I'm going to try to use a different one of the liners. There's a black one in here that I'll probably use as the actual eyeliner. I'm gonna take this more pointed brush here, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna probably have to wet down the pan, but there is a black liner, and I'm gonna soak it twice because fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on me. And this one does have a little bit more pigment, but once again, it is now completely dry, like just that quick. So let's see if I can get anything to stick to the eye that's actually on the brush. Okay, not bad. It's not terrible. Like I said, you pretty much have to douse the pan, and this one doesn't appear to be bothering my eyes the way the red one did. It was only temporary though, it did go away, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm not super sensitive either. The black liner is definitely a whole lot easier. But it would appear you just have to like really soak them to be able to pick up any product, which is what it is, you know. I'm not gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna say it, you shouldn't have to do that. So as far as the YouTuber where I saw that she got absolutely no color payoff, the color payoff is there if you just kind of gotta wet it. But as you can see, I'm gonna take this black one. It's there. It's there. You just have to really douse it to get anything to show up, unfortunately. So I'm gonna finish up with my highlighter, my lashes, and my lip, and I'll be back to give you my final thoughts on this review. So let's talk about my final thoughts on this. The bronzer, that's my boo, my ride or die. But this palette, You guys, there are so many different indie brands out there who can give you just as much quality product, if not better, for a fraction of the price. I feel as though as consumers, we continue to buy high-end products just because of the names that are attached to them, and they're not even that great of a product. We've got to do better. We've got to do better. We have to put our foot down. When something sucks, you tell them it sucks. I don't care if they paid you, because the truth is important. And there are people out there who are looking to us to tell them the truth about what they really feel about these products. And I wanted to love it. I really did. I really did want to love it. But it's just too dry for me. The eyeshadows are dry. They're hard to blend. The water-activated liners are dry. Those are hard to blend. And I just feel like we could have done better, Morphe. We really could have done better. The best part of that palette was the mirror. It's a big giant mirror, so I got myself a really nice mirror from Morphe. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. If you want my opinion, which I think you do, because that's why you're here watching it, save your money. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. It's not what I thought it was going to be. Like, I imagined myself creating these amazing looks, but I can't even get the yellow and the green to blend, and those colors blend seamlessly. They're supposed to anyway. If you're going to spend it, go shop with the indie brand. It doesn't have to be mine. It doesn't have to be Indie Beat Cosmetics. Shameless plug. But you guys, I'm not impressed. And I'm kind of impressed easily. If I'm being honest, I really am. Like, I don't ask for a whole lot when it comes to my products, but so till next time. Bye. But before you walk out of here, you make sure you subscribe, because I want to bring you back more quality content, because I know you love my content, or otherwise you wouldn't be watching it.